pulling into New Haven on the first day out, November 3. Correction, November 4th. Come on. You will get your shit together. What is your problem, mister? I don't know, sir. 1 mile. And then we'll consider starting an engine. Did you see that? I don't know what that was. Where that splashes. I didn't see what it was. Something black broached the surface. That'll be fine. Okay, looking good. This clip immediately follows the previous clip. I still have the full moon on the port side, and now I'm gonna do a little pre-dawn viewing. It's almost 5:15, I think, 5:20 in the morning, local time, of course. So we had a nice sail. I had a westerly night land breeze that kind of just slowly ghosted myself up towards Placencia. I had to use a motor a little bit, as I recall, but overall it was a very, very successful trip coming up from Livingston, and I'm very grateful for that. And so you're looking at me now as I record this. I'm sitting in Placencia, Belize again, you know, and it's almost sunset here. So it's been an interesting day. The winter weather pattern has a lot of moisture coming up from the Panama, Costa Rica area, and it rained a lot today. So we get, the area just has a lot of moisture, we'll put it that way, and so you get a lot of squalls. But that's not why I came to Belize per se. So when I left Livingston and got across the bar, the wind was really ripping out of the west in the morning that day, and I was cooking, and the best way to go was either east or north, and I was looking forward to, looking forward to getting out. But I swear, I had a voice in my head, and something told me, don't go out into the open Caribbean. And part of it was because I knew the weather was going to be very, very sloppy. I mean, there have been a lot of huge areas of moisture that have been coming up from the south, And I thought, yeah, it could be kind of a sucky trip. Maybe it'd be better to sit tight for a couple of weeks before I break out. And that's before I discovered, which I discovered on day one. As I approached New Haven, I had the wind shift to the south, and it was directly on my stern, so I'm better off with the mainsail with the wind directly behind me. And I wanted just to sail into New Haven quietly. And that's when I discovered that the main halyard is stuck. So that's the rope that they use to keel the boat over. And I don't know what happened at the top of the mast. I haven't climbed the mast yet. And so I'm going to cut off right now and say, let's just stop the video right here. And I'm going to go probably not tomorrow, but probably the day after, I'm going to climb the mast. One of the problems is I need really flat conditions to do that. Okay, and the second part is my left thumb was 2 weeks ago was swollen up like a pumpkin, and it, because I fell down and I sprained my thumb really badly, and it was bent like this, completely to the side, and I popped it back into position and I iced it, but it still hurts and I still don't have full range, and I need my thumbs in order to climb the mast, so put it that way. But I think in 2 days I'm going to give it a go, and I'll bring the GoPro up there and we'll regroup and see what we got. Okay, I'm on top of this damn mast, scared shitless, of course, and there's nothing obviously wrong. This, I can see the pulley is easily moved. You can't reach the pulley on the front side, just the way the housing is built. You can't even see it, but there's something boogered up on the front side, and I just don't see what it is. Yeah, I'm clutching on. I mean, the mast climbing thing works okay, but it's very tedious and slow to get up here, and I just don't care for this. So, I'm not gonna. In the past days, I would have just taken one quick look, declared victory, and gotten the f out of here. But I mean, I come all this way, and I am not going back up. I mean, I thought this rope would have been fouled on something, but on the back pulley, that's where I thought it was, because when we kedge, we do this. We pull the line like this really hard and tilts the whole boat over. And this pulley seems no worse for wear. The rope looks lovely, but if I push the rope up, I can't get the slack down the other side. So this line is boogered up somehow inside. And what I can do, not easy to show you, I'm gonna try though. I can pull the halyard this way to some degree, at least I could before. See, so maybe that's all I gotta do, but it's just buggered up here. It just won't come back. It's like a one-way halyard. I can pull it down on the sail end, but I can't pull it back, and I just can't see. So I'm going to put the camera away for a second, see if I can get my head around there. So how do you operate this thing? It's from a company called ATN. They call it ATN Mast Climber. And you got one of these gizmos here, and you got another one here right between my legs. And that's the one lower down provides these little foot pedals like a stirrup for a horse, really. And hang on a second, I'm going to put my strap on my camera. Drop the damn thing. But so if I stand up on the stirrups and take the weight off of this, I can push this lever up and it releases a pawl, but it's kind of hard to do that and film at the same time, but I'm going to show you. See, now I slide it down and then I lower, and that's connected to my seat, so it lowers my ass a little bit further down, and then I hitch myself up to take the weight off of this one, which is again easier said than done with some trying to film it. But you put that down another maybe 6-7 inches, and then you repeat the process. You stand up again and lower this one down. But I also have my safety strap wrapped around the mast, and I'm at the spreader now. So now I'm going to stand up, and I hug the mast with passion. God, that hurts. That hurts. And I just keep on clipping myself around. I like to have double, triple straps on, so if this climbing mechanism failed, at least I could just lean back and brace myself, and this will hold me up like telephone pole climbers. And you know, people who do this for a living, it's easier, I know, but for people who are old and sensible or old and foolish, I don't know what I am. I've got two straps, so I only just detach one at a time. And now I'm all stretched back in to make the final plunge down to the top of the boom. Overall, this trip's been a freaking, well, I mean, the trip is successful in that I appear to be likely to get back down there alive. So I'll survive the trip, and that's a good thing. But what I found up there is nothing obviously wrong. I can't see. You know, this masthead is very difficult, and it really does require a complete new design. And I've known for about 2 years now that I've needed to remove the mast anyway in order to replace the shivs for the halyard that I'm hanging on right now. Those pulleys at the top just don't rotate for this one. For the main, at least the backmost pulley, I could rotate it just fine, but the front pulley, you can't even touch it. I can't even see it. Even when I had my eyeball like this close to the forestay, I could not see in there. So the results tell me that I can't use the mainsail. And if you can't use the mainsail, you can't really go anywhere. I mean, I could probably safely sail back down to Livingston, and I see something in the water. I don't know, maybe it's my imagination. It looked like a stingray, but it's pretty deep. Yeah, so it's telling me that the bottom line is the mainsail is going to remain out of commission. And if the main's going to be out of commission, then I really can't be planning any big time voyages. I thought maybe I could fix this very, very quickly and easily up there, and I brought the tools and equipment to cut the line and pull the line out, and I stopped from doing that. I'll think about that and maybe come back up and do that. If the rope itself is buggered up, possibly by cutting it, I can remove it, feed in a new one, and all will be happiness. That's possible. But I stopped short of doing that today because I wanted to think that one through. Easy enough to cut it. I had my knives and stuff, but very difficult to gain access. It really is. Anyway, so I'm going to close the video out right here, guys. So climbed the mast, and the results are mainsail is not going to be recoverable without probably taking the mast down, which will probably be done in Guatemala. So I'm going to have to go back into Rio Dulce, and that's really kind of a gut punch. I'm so sick of working on this fucking thing. But maybe, well, I don't know, is this the way it is? If it's the way it is, I could have picked the mast 3 years ago, but I chose not to do it. So, but for now, I'm going to get my dumb ass safely down, and I'll call it quits for today. And then I'll get this video put together, and I know this is Thanksgiving Day for the folks up in the U.S., so I hope you all have happy holidays. And I'm doing well here. I'm still spending the winter in the tropics on a boat, and so I got to always keep that in mind. I'm very grateful for my situation, and no complaints, guys. So cheers to everyone, and I'll get another quick video out after a few days, I think, if I have any mental things that occur. I doubt it, though. Looks like we'll be doing my time here and going back to Guatemala. One thing I should mention is you can't just pick up the anchor, or in my case, get off the mooring ball, which is what I'm tied to. You can't just split the mooring, release the mooring and go. because I can't go back into Guatemala for 90 days from the time I left, which was November 4. So I can't go back until about February 4. And so my penance is to just kind of sit tight here in Belize for another 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks. I guess I'm coming up on my 1 month anniversary here. So anyway, guys, that's not the worst thing in the world. Weather's been shitty, very cloudy like this, like you see. It's just awful, awful weather. But I don't know. It's all good, I guess. I'm going to think about this. Fuck. Cheers, guys. Hey, take care. Have a good one, and happy holidays to everyone. Bye-bye.